What's going on, guys? Campy Elite here. Today I have a pretty interesting request from someone in the Call of Duty community over on Reddit. He suggests that Call of Duty ditches the Pick 13 and Pick 10 system that was introduced within Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare, and suggests that they pick up a new system based off movement, speed, and weight. So it sounds pretty cool. If you guys remember Call of Duty Ghosts though, they had a different system where you can pick as many perks as you wanted. It was kind of restricted, but you didn't have to be restrained by Perk 1 and Perk 2 and Perk 3 classes. You can pick whatever perk you wanted and it would like change your playstyle, and you can have the playstyle that you wanted inside of Call of Duty Ghost. A lot of people had problems with how you would unlock it due to the COD points or squad points, which they were called, and you pretty much had every perk unlocked after you prestiged a few times, so a lot of people had different problems with that. And also people had problems because I don't remember there being any pro perks within that game. I think that's when people started requesting that pro perks return, and we haven't really seen that yet. But anyway, he talks about how different uniforms have vent meshes under the armpits and between the legs to keep you cool for a longer sprint, but also makes you show up on UAV because of your heat signature. Other uniforms have an IR coating that is heavy but keeps you off the radar when UAV is up, so that sounds pretty cool. Obviously this would like welcome more like weapons and different like gear loadouts via supply drops, but we already know that this is coming inside of Call of Duty regardless. But it would be cool to have like your own base stock of like different clothes that you can wear, like maybe change the color of these things up. He also talks about how a ghillie suit makes you harder to see, but movement speed, weapon swap, deployment of grenades, etc. is slower due to it being cumbersome. Loadout is very limited when you're using the ghillie suit, which makes sense because you're not allowed to have like different things showing. So it would be pretty cool to see snipers use this again and to have it like a base thing for snipers. When you see this, you know the guy's sniping and not just some type of like fancy suit that he unlocked. So that would be pretty cool to bring that back. He talks about how a jamming device could replace cold-blooded or blind eye, and this will also add a little bit more weight to your character, so you might not be running around as fast. And he talks about how noise canceling ear protection replaces awareness for better hearing, while heavy duty duct tape on all metal parts and slings reduces noise made by the weapon, and footsteps should always be audible. So he's saying like when you're running around in Call of Duty right now, you can hear like the gun moving around and swaying, like the little strap that's on there that's stock. Sometimes you can hear that like sling around and different things like that. He's saying that you should always be able to hear the footsteps around you, so there is no perk in this game to really like take off, like to reduce sound from the footsteps. Like you're always going to be able to hear footsteps inside of his version of a Call of Duty. He talks about an antenna that could be used to detect electronic devices, mines, shock charges, C4, and shrieks, which replaces engineers. So that would be pretty cool. So everything would just be like based off of sound. Like obviously you might be able to see it through the wall, like that little red tint that it will show you through the wall, but everything is pretty much going to be based on sound in his version of Call of Duty. He talks about Kevlar plates and helmets of different protection grades offer a chance of stopping a bullet, but the greater the caliber, the lower the chance. Now this would introduce that weapon that was inside of Call of Duty Ghost. It might have been the Honey Badger or one of the different guns. I think it was a version of the AK that was in that game. That one actually has different barrels, so you can change the caliber of like what you're shooting, but we didn't see that within that game. So this is obviously a very tactical Call of Duty, which I do think would be pretty cool if they go back to the modern era. Call of Duty has changed a lot, but this would be like a pretty new change, a pretty nice new change to see within the game. He also talks about different tactical vests, how they allow more ammo or grenades. A chest pistol holster would reduce draw time but limit the amount of mag pouches you can carry. That replaces fast hands, and light boots let you move faster, while heavier ones reduce fall damage and provide more stability, less hip fire spread while moving. So inside of Advanced Warfare, we've seen how they had all that gear for us to choose from, but they really didn't give us any like new like advantages against other players. That would be pretty cool to see because a lot of them have different pouches, so you can see like we should be carrying more ammo. They have like weird stock pistols that you can't even use, so I think that would like be great for draw time in pistols, but we never really seen that. So obviously, like I said, this is for a skill-based Call of Duty, like a Call of Duty that is a bit more tactical, and that's the only downfall of this idea, because right now Call of Duty is pretty much an arcade first-person shooter. A tactical first-person shooter is like Battlefield, so this wouldn't really work, but it would be cool to see like in a different version of Call of Duty, like a different game that's like Call of Duty almost, but has this system within it. Obviously, if Call of Duty did return to a modern setting, I do think this would be cool to see, as well, since we already know that supply drops are going to be returning in every Call of Duty. I don't really see an end to that. It would be cool to be able to unlock different gear that did help. Like, obviously, no matter what happens, every player has this for free in the game, but different gear that changes the colors maybe, because we already know the stock gear is always going to be like those weird dull colors. So imagine a gear like Red Tiger or Blue Tiger, stuff like that from Modern Warfare 2. I do think that this sounds pretty cool, but I don't see how it would work. Obviously, this was just like a request from the community. This is just his wish list and what he would like to see. That will be linked down in the description below for you guys to check him out on Reddit. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Camp Elite, and I'm going camping.